It is nearly here. Yes, Warhammer Fest is literally a couple of days away. This is the biggest Warhammer event of the year. And to mark that, they're doing one if not the biggest reveal show they've ever done. You've got to have games like Warhammer 40,000, the HORUS, HERESY, AOS, even the old world is going to be there. Yes, they are going to do something for the old world. You got to have stuff like Kill Team and all that kind of stuff in there as well. But as always, this is going to be my prediction, my hopes, my dreams, what I think they're going to show off for each one of these game systems. Of course, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of rumors in there, which I've been hearing through the whispers of the warp. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Right, so let's start with the big one for me, which is, of course, the Warhammer 40,000 preview show. And this is a very, very interesting subject to talk about, because for once in my life, really, I'm kind of like that, what they're going to show off. I have a few theories, a few whispers from the warp, which could pop up, but I know a lot of people have been saying to me, well, of course, it's going to be the 10th edition box, which I personally don't think they're going to show off during this. I think they will show it off, but not show it off as like a big, massive reveal, because we all know it's going to be in the cabinets in Warhammer Fest. So as soon as you go through the doors at 8 a.m, it's all going to be there for you to see. There's going to be pictures, there's going to be videos, all online before they even launch the Warhammer preview show, because that launches at 9 a.m. and the doors open, like I said, at 8 a.m. So I'm thinking what potentially they could show off. Now, if you've missed my streams the last couple of days, I've spoken about the release date of the 10th edition box set. Now, I've been told from the source who I trust is that it's going to release on the 24th of June. This adds to the rumor that it's going to go on pre-order on the 10th, because it's going to be a 2-week pre-order. So 10th edition on the 10th of June, which of course, you know, kind of makes sense, kind of good little marketing there from GW. You have that 2-week window, and then releases on the 24th of June. Now, what I've been hearing towards the end of summer, around August, September, which kind of makes sense, and it gives us a couple of months to, you know, start building the box set. That's when we start going to get the first codexes and another launch of models. And I think that is potentially what we're going to be seeing at this Warhammer preview show. I personally believe that they're going to do a codex roadmap. Of course, the Space Marine codex is got to come out first, because it's Space Marines. They milk us like a cow, as they always do. And then, of course, the Tyranid codex will follow that. But, of course, with those codexes, you're going to get a brand new wave of models. Now, for the Space Marine stuff, I have been hearing some tingling of rumors. I keep hearing a new like Terminator chaplain whirling around in the rumorverse, which could make sense, because of course they've just redone all the Terminators. I do think we're going to get a lot of the box set stuff. So the box set stuff that come in 10th edition as like separate parts. I'm not explaining this right. Like a multi-part release. For example, the box set is going to be monopose. It's all going to be easy to build and stuff like that. So you got to get like a wave of different parts and stuff. Maybe they can add like shields and hammers and stuff for the Terminators. That could be a good thing. But if you remember back to the 9th edition launch box with the Indomitus, when we got the first codex that came out with that, or again, a couple of months after that dropped, you got a big chunk of new models. You got the Mario Kart scooter, or the Mario Kart go-kart, whatever you want to call it. You got the Tech Marine like hover sentry gun thing. The name escapes me. You got the battle bunker, and you also got a chaplain on a bike. So potentially, we're probably going to see something around between maybe 2 to 5 new units dropping with the Space Marine refresh, or Space Marine Codex drop around August, September. Now, on top of that, I actually do think we're going to see most of the actual Tyranid refresh. That's what I meant by refresh, not Space Marine refresh. Tyranid refresh, where just like what we got for the Necrons, we got to see all the new units. That's what we're going to see for a Tyranid. It's going to be a nice, awesome preview. You know, of course, the box set is a big part of that, but you got to get even more stuff attached to that range, and I'm sure that goes a long way with the Xenos players. A lot of things I keep hearing about is like, are they going to have like kind of a Gilliman, like supreme, like epic kind of character slash model for the Tyranids? Hopefully so. I literally have no idea what it could be. I know a lot of people saying it's like the Norn Queen, but can you really have the Norn Queen? Isn't that kind of like having the Emperor in the middle of a Space Marine armor? Isn't that a little bit too powerful? Maybe it's got to be, like maybe a new Swarm Lord, a Swarm Lord Prime or something, the primary Swarm Lord, as we keep joking about with, what they've just released with the Tyranid Prime. But yeah, that is definitely going to be happening. Well, I personally believe that's definitely going to be happening for the Tyranids. On top of that, I am kind of stumped at this time. Again, as I mentioned, maybe they'll show off something like the codexes and what's going to be coming, like a schedule of Space Marines, then Tyranids, then maybe like a Chaos Space Marine codex, maybe the Imperial Guard codex, because the Guard and the World Eater players really didn't get that much time to play with their stuff before it literally got chucked into the bin with all the new rules and basically the 10th edition refresh. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go down that path. In terms of more models, I'm literally at a stump. Like I said, the only thing I can really picture at this time is the Space Marine stuff that's going to come with the Codex and the Tyranid refresh. Again, when it comes to ranges like the Dark Angel range refresh, I don't think it's going to be around this time. Blood Angel refresh, I don't think it's going to be around this time. Space World refresh, I really don't think it's going to be at this Warhammer Fest. That may be sometime going on to next year at some of the other big events. Now, after the Warhammer 40,000 event, it is the Warhammer HORUS Heresy and the Old World event. And when I say after, the day after. The 40k event is happening on the Saturday. The HORUS Heresy / Old World is happening on the Sunday. Now, there's kind of a lot to talk about with the HORUS Heresy. I know a lot of the fan base are kind of not happy with the direction it's going in. And in a way, I agree from what I've been seeing and what I've been told and stuff, and what I've actually played on the tabletop. Like, tanks are a big part of the HORUS Heresy, but the biggest part of it is the infantry, and the only way you can get like jump assaults and breaches at the moment if you go and buy the resin kits, and a lot of people aren't doing that because of all this new plastic that's incoming, so people are kind of trapped in limbo at the moment on where to go. I think it would be absolutely fantastic if Games Workshop pulled some new infantry kits out of the bag. I'm talking about jump assaults, plastic breaches, maybe the fabled Mark V and Mark II plastic that we've been talking about now for so bloody long in the rumorverse. Again, I was told that they've all been designed, it all got redesigned, the Mark II and the Mark V. It's just a matter of when rather than if. So hopefully, touch wood, on my desk, that actually turns out to be true and it wasn't like a lying rumor and we actually do get the Mark II and the Mark V. But definitely, the HORUS Heresy needs more infantry stuff to get people on that hype train again, because I think it's fell a little bit to the side. Now, on the subject of HORUS Heresy as well, I actually do think Games Workshop may pull a little bit of a trick here. Even though they've got the HORUS Heresy down, I think a big part of that may be epic HORUS Heresy attached to the HORUS Heresy that we got here. Of course, they can't add the logo to it or anything like that, because that would give it away. That would give the big surprise away. So I personally think that they may roll that out during this HORUS Heresy event and say, hey, there is a brand new HORUS Heresy product coming. It's going to be epic. You're going to have, little tiny Space Marines, tiny Primarchs, all that kind of epic stuff, really, what you expect from that game. Again, from the rumors I've been hearing about Epic, apparently it's got to be coming towards the end of summer, so this would really be the perfect show to drop Epic and get that hype ball rolling down the hill. And of course, during that same panel, that same reveal, we're going to get the Old World, and this is probably one of the most interesting things out there, because we literally don't know what they could show off. Is it going to be something like more 3D renders and like this is what the units are going to be looking like? Or are we actually going to see physical, painted, brand new models for the Old World? They have been putting out a lot of articles. I think the latest article increased the base sizes, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't really follow that because I was just getting back from vacation and stuff. But I would love to see some physical models. I'm not saying 3D renders are bad or anything like that, but I'd just love to see the physical products in front of me, maybe some new badass characters, because don't forget, this is set around 200, 300 years before the end times. You know, you have the War of the Three Emperors, you have the Bretonnian Orc Wars going on. So there's a lot of different characters that are in this IP now, and they need to be represented, of course, with models. I think if they really wanted to blow people away and get people super excited for this, the CGI trailer, right? We know that every Warhammer product so far, Kill Team, 40k, the HORUS, HERESY, they've all received badass CGI trailers. And I think the old world is not going to be different. Imagine seeing, like, I don't know, Bretonnia Knights charging down with their lances into orcs, you know, vampire counts, dwarves, the Empire, Tomb Kings, you know, chaos and stuff like that, you know, to really get people just like, oh my God, this is actually happening. This is actually coming. Because don't forget, where this is in Manchester, I call it the GMEX. It's not called the GMEX anymore. It's called Manchester Central. It'll always be the GMEX to me. So in the GMEX, they have this big auditorium, and it's kind of like a little mini cinema, and it would be literally perfect to show off like brand new CGI trailers and all that bloody amazing stuff. So I personally think that could be on the cards to be shown off at the event. I think it would be incredible if they actually go down that road and actually show that off. Now, there is one more thing to talk about, and again, let's sprinkle some of the rumors on this. I was told by the end of this year, something big is coming, like something like huge, something that would like shake the foundations. Now, I was given no more information about that, and I'm wondering, potentially, could it be the starter box set for the old world? Now, we are going down the mad theory hole here, as we always do, but just imagine it. Imagine if they managed to drop 10th edition, Epic, HORUS, HERESY, and the old world in the same year over the course of a couple of months. I think that would go absolutely wild for a lot of collectors out there of their models. When it comes to the starter box set, I know the rumors that we've been talking about, again, the rumors that the source who I trust gave me basically said it was going to be Bretonnia versus Tomb Kings. Hopefully that does turn out to be true, because I'm a huge fan of Bretonnia, and I'm a huge fan of Tomb Kings. I would literally paint and collect both those armies and have them as armies to play on my channel and to play against people, because they're just absolutely incredible. And lastly, on the Monday show, because don't forget, this is a bank holiday weekend, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday for all you party people out there, and we have the Kill Team preview. Now, what's interesting with this is that normally, the preview shows last an hour. So the 40k one, a full hour. So hopefully we get a lot of stuff in there. The Old World / HORUS HERESY, they're sharing one. So 30 minutes each. And Kill Team, just like 40k, has a separate one. So potentially we have like 1 hour's worth of Kill Team stuff to be shown off, which is kind of, I know that it's just strange, right, when it comes to Kill Team. Now, myself and a lot of people were predicting that it could be the new season box that they show off. But today, as I'm recording this video, Games Workshop put out another article regarding Kill Team and said, like, there's still one more thing to do with Gallowfall, I think it's called. So maybe it's going to be like the last box set from Gallowfall. Maybe it's going to be the last box set from Gallowfall, and also the starter box set for the next season of Kill Team. Now, again, a little sprinkle of rumors on the microphone. I've been hearing a couple of things through Kill Team. I've heard like one of the boxes is called Ashes of Faith. I've heard one box set is going to contain some new Eldar striking scorpions, plastic striking scorpions, which should be, you know, music to a lot of you Xenos players' ears. I will purge you all. So hopefully around that time when that comes out, maybe it's going to be the second refresh or the second release of some of the Eldar rumors I've been talking about. Again, Eldar, Votan and stuff. Do you know what? I'm just going to do another video for that for another time, because there's a lot to talk about that. But I've kind of been hearing about Striking Scorpions in a box set. They're supposed to be against Space Marine Scouts. Now, when I say Space Marine Scouts, I don't know if it's going to be the old Space Marine Scouts. Hopefully not, because they have definitely shown their age. Hopefully it's going to be like a new form of Space Marine model, like Neophytes, which just look a bit more chunkier, a bit more like a little bit more cooler that we got with the Black Templars. Maybe that would be a really, really cool box set. But again, I'm hearing that is quite far out, so I'm not sure that may be on the agenda for them. Again, it's a really, really hard one to go off. Like, what do we need in Kill Team? I have a little bit of a theory, if you'd stick with me for a second. We still haven't had one of the most defining pair-ups which would make sense on this, like, Gallowfall. Is it called Gallowfall? And that is Terminators versus Gene Stealers. And I think it is absolutely perfect at this point to do a Gene Stealer versus Terminator box set for Kill Team, because then you can add a bunch of new upgrades. Maybe you can do like the melee variants in that Kill Team box, and then you can add a bunch of new Gene Stealers in that box set as well, because we know the Space Marines are getting new stuff, and we know the Tyranids are getting new stuff. So they can send out this brand new 10th edition box set and also add another box set to that to include the epic game like we know, like Space Hulk. So it's Terminators versus Gene Stealers. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that turns out to be true and my theory comes right, but it's all down to Games Workshop at the end of the day. There's literally so much stuff in front of us, and I'm excited to see it all. Now, as always, I am going to be doing a watch along with this. They will be showing it off on Twitch. So the 40k one, I'm going to be doing that around 8 a.m. in the morning, start that. After that's finished, I'm going to put my backpack on and literally walk to the GMEX. I'm about 5 to 10 minutes away on the metro. So after I've done a reveal show, I'm going to go down. I'm actually going to do a live stream from the event, and I'm going to start, showing off all the models. You guys can join me again on another live stream and start saying, hey, Valrak, seen this, seen that, etc., etc., etc. And of course, the next days, I'm going to be doing live streams for the HORUS HERESY one and the Old World and the Kill Team one, because I love doing watch-alongs. We all get to be here together, have a laugh. I win all the quizzes, as I normally do because I'm undefeated, and we just enjoy each other's company as we enjoy all the bloody reveals. So if you're up for that, just make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the little bell. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's whatever, I was gonna say it's whatever Games Workshop feels like. It's whatever YouTube feels like at the end of the day. Again, it should be a good one, right? It should be a very, very fun event. I'm looking forward to see what they reveal. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me as always. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that at all, post it down below. I'd love to get your theories. Yeah, that's what I want. I want your theories. What do you think they're going to show for 40k? The Old World, Kill Team, HORUS HERESY. Post it down below, and we can have a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See ya. Now, bye-bye. I'm going. See ya. Bit. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.